All right, friends, Brian here from the Wilson Family Lights. Hope everybody is having a marvelous Thursday. So we had another announcement for Halloween Horror Nights. So we're doing another edition of the Halloween Horror Nights 35 Dirt. So my wish came true. I've been talking about this since we started the Dirt, and I thought about this months ago, actually, after Halloween Horror Nights finished last year. I think it was about Thanksgiving. I was sitting in my chair, half asleep after overindulging as usual, and I was thinking, what would be cool for next year? Meaning 35. And I was looking back in my memories about different houses and different scare zones that I really enjoyed. And Killer Klowns from Outer Space always pops into my head. It is one of my favorite B horror films of all time. I talked about it before. When I first saw it in the movies, I was like, meh, it's all right. Years later, I saw it on video, VHS, and then on DVD, and I was like, this is actually really a killer movie. I think maybe because I grew up a little bit. Ask my wife, I've never truly grown up. I'm just looking at things in a different perspective, and I really, really enjoy this movie. So the house that they had was great. Their first scare zone was really good. Then they did one where it was over by the wharf, kind of in front of where Transformers is. That was a little bit weak. I still enjoyed it because I liked the overall theme, but it was okay. I'm hoping that they get back to the scare zone that they did years ago, which was really killer. So that's the latest announcement for scare zones. So now we have 3 scare zones, we have 2 shows, and we have 8 houses. I believe that's the right count right now. So we've got 2 more houses that they're going to announce. And they'll probably have another 2 or 3 scare zones that'll get announced as well. We're in mid-July, so things should be starting to drop out of the sky about everything. So Killer Klowns from Outer Space has been announced. It's going to be a scare zone. Fantastic. So we have 2 houses left. What are they going to be? Theme-based? They're going to pick another horror franchise and add in a house or 2? Or is it going to be 2 more originals, which I think gives them much more creativity as they're the ones who call the shots, not the people who wrote, for an example, Hellraiser. The team that wrote Hellraiser has a say in how they get to use the Hellraiser brand and name. So that kind of ties their wrist to an extent. We're going to get a couple more scare zones. What do you think those are going to be? Same thing. They're going to be franchise-based or are they going to be original? And overall, are you going to be going this year in the same fashion that you've done previously? Is all of these new changes, or are all of these new changes, going to change your overall philosophy about how you're going to do Halloween Horror Nights? And if this new changes continue, is that going to affect your overall experience over the next few years? Just curious to see. So drop a comment. Let me know what you're thinking about Killer Klowns, which I think is amazing. That's going to be an awesome scare zone, hopefully. We've got our 8 houses. Are you happy with the choices for that? What do you think they're going to drop for the next 2? What'll be the next 2 or 3 or 4 scare zones they're going to offer? Do you think they should offer a couple more shows? They've announced 2 shows. Drop a comment. Curious to see what people are thinking about all of this that's going on right now in the world of Halloween Horror Nights. As a longtime spectator, patron of Halloween Horror Nights, we've been going since number 13. some of this stuff is exciting and some of this stuff is disheartening. So, all right, Brian here from the Wilson Family Lights. This has been another edition of the Halloween Horror Nights 35, The Dirt. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X. If you really like what's going on here, you like our stuff, by all means, like and comment. If you really like what we're doing here, you're finding interest in my DIY videos and how to get your Halloween display up and running and magnificent so the neighbors hate you, but everybody who comes to see it loves you, we're the place to do that. So, all right, Brian here from the Wilson Family Lights. We appreciate you checking out our stuff, and hopefully I will see all of you in the fog.